Freedom Friday. Welcome to this special episode of 7 at 7. It is Freedom Friday. Thank you for joining me. Well, we help you win. That's all it's about. It's about helping you win in your business and win in your life. And today we're talking about what's in your wallet. I think that's the commercial, right? How much is, so I changed it to how much is in your wallet. Now, I don't want you to tell me how much is in your wallet. Okay, that's not the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is, do you know where your money is? Do you know how much money you have at any given moment? Do you pay attention to your money, or is your money like a neglected girlfriend or a neglected boyfriend? Good morning. Welcome. Hey guys, good morning. Matt and Gabby from OKC. Love it. Edgar from La Mirada, California. Good morning, Edgar. Good morning, Bonnie from Port Charlotte. Eric from Rhode Island. Nikki from Lancaster, California. Jonathan Hawkins from Dallas, Texas. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Raul. Rusty from Denver. Let's see who else. Raul from San Diego. As you come on, make sure you post where you're coming from, like Alex from Johnson City, Tennessee. John from Toronto. Gary Sisson from Sun City, Arizona. I think I'm going to get to meet you next week. You're VIP, Gary? Congratulations, man. It's awesome. Simon from Buena Park. All right. So if you guys are coming next week to Double Your Listing Power Training Camp, just put in hashtag DYLP 2019 right now. Hashtag DYLP, that stands for Double Your Listing Power 2019. Right here. Double Your Listing Power 2019, DYLP. If you're coming, put hashtag DYLP 2019. Because not only if you're like you have tickets, because we've sold out of tickets. So if you don't have a ticket, you ain't coming. Yeah, there you go. Julio, Miriam, awesome. This way I kind of get to know your names a little bit. I get to know who's been here. Thomas, you still have to remind me, some of you. Raul, yep, awesome. Marcio Gomez, all right. Are you guys also posting, hey, Matthew, all right, awesome. If you're also Gary, Miriam, yes, awesome. Susie, great, man. It's gonna be like, oh, I can't wait. I'm just like been working like crazy on it. Got some really cool surprises, working on our event schedule, all the stuff going on. And then I've just been preparing for the presentation, for the training that you're going to get for 3 days, because that's pretty intense. It's really intense. All right, so let's talk about money today. This is Freedom Friday. Everybody wants to be financially free, right? Everybody says, I want to be financially free, and you should want to be financially free. If you don't want to be financially free, if you're like, no, I just want to be comfortable, then I can promise you, I know I've met countless people who wanted to be comfortable, and when they get old, they're uncomfortable, and they're having to make life decisions because of the lack of money. Okay. So yeah, just say, oh, I just want to be comfortable. It probably means that when you're 68 years old, you're going to still be working at Home Depot part-time. Have you been to Home Depot lately? Have you noticed that over half the people that work there should be retired right now? They shouldn't have to be working, but they are. Why? Not because that was their dream. That was not their plan. Their plan was not, I'm going to work a career my whole life, and then when I get old, I'm going to keep working at Home Depot for the benefits. That was not their dream. Everybody understand? So you got to plan, and you got to commit, and you got to go after it. So the question today is, how much is in your wallet? And do you know how much? Now let's talk about the real wallet. How much is in your financial freedom account right now? Do you know how much you have? What is your what is your net worth in assets? And by the way, when I talk about an asset, I use Robert Kiyosaki's definition of an asset. Robert Kiyosaki's definition of an asset in his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. His definition of an asset is every month it puts money in the bank account. It adds money to your bank account. If it doesn't add money in your bank account, it's not an asset. It's a liability. If it takes money out of your bank account every month, it is a liability. Okay, so your house that you live in is a liability. Okay, because it doesn't put money in your bank account, it takes money out of your bank account. That's not saying you shouldn't have one, and it's not right to own a house. It's just saying it's not an asset. Okay, now if you're selling it next week and you're going to cash out and make a lot of money on it, okay, now it becomes an asset. Okay, but while it's just sitting there, it's costing you money. So you can't be financially free with things that take money out of your bank account every month unless you have more coming in to put money in your bank account, right? So an asset pays you every month. That's why, that's in terms of financial freedom, that's how you define an asset. So what is the value of the asset you currently have, and what is monthly cash flow that you have coming in from that? Do you know how much is in your wallet in that respect? How much is in your financial freedom account right now? Do you have a financial freedom account? And a financial freedom account is the holding fund for money that's going to be invested in your financial freedom, invested in real estate, presumably. Okay. So Gary says on a reverse mortgage is just a slow way of going broke. Okay. It's like having a reverse mortgage is like having a $500,000 bank account, and every month you're spending 5,000 out of it. You're just living off savings. That's what a reverse mortgage is. Okay. You're literally just living off savings, except that as you live off that savings, now the longer you live off of it, now you're paying interest to the bank for the money you're living off of. Okay. So Jeremy, none of us have enough in our financial freedom account. You would not be on this live stream if you had plenty of money in your financial freedom account. Okay, so you're not the only one. This is not like a big announcement that you don't have enough money in your financial freedom account. None of these guys. Okay. Okay, so here's a need to, Ed, from Ed. Here's a need to get the 6 jars system up and running for myself and my business. Need to. Okay, so what does that mean? That means you're not. That means you're procrastinating, Ed. That means you're not taking action. How long does it take to set up the 6 jar systems? About an hour. Go to your bank and set them up today. Okay, and I know what the 6 jar systems you're talking about is probably from T. Harv Eker, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, which is awesome, like amazing, changed my life. But you can set up the accounts online. Okay, you can set up the accounts online and automatically have automatic transfers that go into, like we have every month, we have more than once a month, automatic transfers that go into our financial freedom account and into other accounts. Okay, that we have going into the right accounts, our tax account, so that when it comes time to pay taxes every quarter, we don't have to go like, do we have enough money? How much we have? No, we already know. One, because we have good tax planning and so forth. So, but here's the question. Okay, I'm taking financial peace at KW. I'm an assistant going to be an agent. Awesome, Nikki. Congratulations. That's a good starting part. But a lot of the financial training out there, guys, just so you understand, a lot of the financial training out there is helping you not do stupid stuff. That's what it's designed, but it's not designed to get you wealthy. Okay, it's just not. It's not how you create massive wealth. What I call generational wealth, which means so much wealth you can't spend it in your lifetime, and now you got to figure out what to do with it. Okay, that's where you want to be. You want to be in a position where I got to figure out when I die, what's the best thing to happen with all of my wealth? Because now you're in a position to change the world, right? Now you're in a position to have a really true great impact. Does that make sense to everyone? So that's the key, right? Hey, Jordan from Denver. All right, so for your financial freedom, number one, you got to start counting the money in your wallet, and it's got to start growing. So I'm talking about your financial freedom wallet. How much is in your wallet? Every single month, money has to be going into your financial freedom account every single month. It may be $10 a month if you're totally at the bottom and penniless and broke right now, is $10 a month. That's how I started. I started with an automatic debit, automatic transfer for my business account to my financial freedom account of $10 a month. I think it may have been $10 a week, but it was not much, right? Not enough to get financially free. But what I did was I created what Napoleon Hill called in his books, The Law of Success in 16 Lessons. It was creating the habit of saving. Okay. Now, saving is not the path to financial freedom. So this is not really saving. when Napoleon Hill wrote Think and Grow Rich and his other works like The Law of Success and 16 Lessons, which was his real work, his major work. Back then, saving was okay because if you had $1,000 in the bank, that $1,000 in the bank would buy $1,000 worth of gold, and so it had something behind the value. But in 1971, that changed. Okay, so now savings, just having a savings account, is a way of losing, and especially with some of the, especially if some of the stuff that some of the politicians are proposing today. Your dollar is going to be worth a nickel in 10 years if some of the stuff some of the politicians are proposing happen, because they're just basically saying we're going to create this massive project, and the way we're going to fund it is the Fed will just print trillions of dollars, as if that's the way you can just do that. Well, they did that in quantitative easing, the Feds did, and we've survived it, but it's not perpetual. You can't sustain it. It's not sustainable. Anyway, every week, every month, money goes in your financial freedom account, and you need to know how much is in there. And here's the reason, here's the principle. What gets measured gets accomplished. What gets measured gets accomplished. So what is your goal? So my goal is to have enough money in a financial freedom account this year that I can go out and buy an investment property that has cash flow. And then it may be to buy 6 properties this year, maybe to buy 100 properties this year, 100 units multifamily, or whatever it is. But you got to have a plan, and then you got to start measuring that plan, which means you got to look at your money, look at what's coming in, look at what's coming in. Does that make sense to everyone? And you set the amount. Angie says 10% of every check. I love it. I think that's a great starting point for sure. That's huge. Okay, and every one of you can do that, even though you think you can't do that. But you can. You take it off the top. See, the wealthy invest first and spend what's left. The broke spend first and invest what's left. They think that's the way you do it, and it doesn't ever work that way, because how much is left? None. So you got to invest first, and then you spend what's left. And then when you're done and you got nothing left, at least you paid yourself 10% that you can build toward your financial freedom. Okay. So this is Freedom Friday. I'm just challenging you to get going, to get doing something. Do not do what Ed's been doing, needing to. Well, I need to start doing that. Screw that. That's the only way you're going to win, is when that guarantees you're going to lose if you're doing that I need to crap. Okay. When you need to, that means do it now. Do it now. Do it right now, today. Okay. Because I guarantee you, Ed, you got time today to go do it. You're gonna do some. There's an hour in your day that you go down to the bank and open those bank accounts. Some of your banks, you can even open the accounts online. If you got an already existing account, you can open new savings accounts. Most, I don't know if you can do that at most banks, but some banks can. But go into the banker, sit down with them, and say, "Here's what I want to do. I need to create this account, this account, and this account." Okay, you have to do that. You got to do it now. Now, do it now. If you don't do it in the next 21 hours, you're not going to do it. Okay, you're not. Just it's the way life is. If you don't take action when you make a decision, when you commit, say, okay, I'm going to do that, and then you don't do it within 21 hours, you ain't going to do it. Which means if you don't do it today, you're not going to do it, and then you're just going to feel guilty, and all you're going to do is prove to yourself and to the universe that you're a liar. It's power of the spoken word. We'll train on that. Now, let me give you this last thing here on this Freedom Friday. If you are serious about getting financially free, we are about to launch our first 100-day List Master Challenge of the year. And one of the things we do in the 100-day List Master Challenge is we start you on the path to financial freedom. We help you accelerate that journey to financial freedom. It is primarily about building your real estate business and building it and accelerating your growth of your business. But if you haven't done it yet, go to 100daylistmasterchallenge.com and apply for the 100-day List Master. If you're committed, if you're 100% committed to greatness and massive growth in your business, which will help you get to financial freedom a lot faster, go to 100daylistmasterchallenge.com and fill out your application. Go ahead and complete your application. Now, if you're coming to the training camp, you can do it at the training camp. If you want to, you can do it online too. It doesn't matter to me either way. But just if you're serious this year about growing your business, exploding your income, and changing your life and putting yourself on a fast track to financial freedom, Go to 100daylistmasterchallenge.com. I think that's the right website. Did I say it right? I posted it. It's on the Facebook group. It's in the link. It's on the Facebook, on the post here. I put it in the post. It's 100daylistmasterchallenge.com. 100 day listmasterchallenge.com. Go there, apply for the challenge. It's by application only. You can't just sign up. So you got to apply, and it takes you through a series of questions to find out if you're qualified or not to do the 100-day List Master Challenge. And then we'll review the application. If you're qualified, if you're not qualified, we'll let you know. If you are qualified, we'll let you know. But it's only for those that are committed. And most important thing is that you tell the truth on the application. Because if you come in full of BS, I can promise you're not going to be in the challenge. And if you get in, you're not going to be able to stay in. Okay. So I don't know if you can help me, but any tips on growing on YouTube? Yeah, post videos on YouTube every day. There's so many videos out there, Aluminum Assassinator. There's so many videos out there on how to grow your YouTube channel. Dude, you don't need, just go there. There's like thousands on how to grow your YouTube file. And in YouTube itself, they got great training on how to grow your YouTube channel. Okay, there's some really great experts out there that you can find. And I can't remember any of their names off the top of my head, but there's some good ones out there. Okay, I'm not a YouTube expert. I'm a YouTube user, and because I put out good stuff, good content, that's why people follow me on YouTube. Okay, all right, guys. Any tips on how to grow Instagram? No, real estate RE. I mean, we have a lot of, I guess, relatively a lot of followers on Instagram, but I just post stuff, and I have a team that does a lot of my posting on that. This is where you get me live. You get me on these live streams every single day. I just think it's the best use of my time to connect and help as many people as possible. Okay. So no, I don't have any tips on growing YouTube, Instagram, except post good stuff a lot. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. Play to win. Always expect yes. The challenge starts in March. Okay. And once you apply and you're qualified and all that, then you get details later on. Okay. We have an orientation call that is scheduled, and then we'll be letting you know about the details of when it actually launches. All right. So you guys rock on. Have an awesome weekend. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for liking the video on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube if you haven't. Make sure you like my page on Facebook if you haven't, so that you get notifications. I'll be live. Next week, let me just get this out real quick. Next week is W Listing Power Training Camp. All right. So I will not be live on YouTube. So go to Kevin Ward page on Facebook, like the page, and I will be live on Kevin Ward page next week. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday is Valentine's Day. I don't know what I'm going to do that day because I'm recovering from the training camp. And I also have an appointment with a doctor for some issues I'm having with my vocal cords. All right. So you guys rock on. Thank you